Hello, Divine Souls, and welcome to a timeless collective general message for my YouTube collective. To open the space and to cleanse the space, I just want to burn some Palo Santo to assist with the good energy and the positive vibes for this reading today. And of course, to call in the Most High, the Mother, the Father, and the Source that resides within us all to ensure that the messages that come through are insightful, clear, and illuminating to whichever way they may need to be for those who are open to receiving through my channel and vessel, to allow the perspectives to assist them along their path and journey towards their desired reality and their highest potential in which they can reach. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe. Beautiful. Now that we've done that, we can get into your message. So let's have a look. I have my Wandering Star Tarot deck for today to bring in this energy, and just as a reminder that these messages are general, so they may not all fully, the whole message may not fully resonate with you, but do take what does and leave behind whatever does not for the next person who may need to receive. And my communication of the energy is a little bit more of a higher level, just simply because I am an empath and I do tap into the energies behind the cards, not just the symbolism, but of course I do use that hand in hand to bring through the messages that will benefit you the most. So keep an open mind and allow whatever is for you to simply be received. Alrighty, so let's have a look. I'm gonna fan it out today. I feel like that's gonna, yeah, I love a good, nice, smooth fan out. Let's grab the cards for today's reading. What does this collective need to hear and know for today's reading that will assist them for their highest good? Alrighty, I've got the 4 cards. Let's get rid of the rest. Put that to the side. Oh, I dropped one of my crystals. Alright, let's pop this through. Okay. Wow, the Hierophant's been showing up a lot in my readings this week. Interesting. Okay, the Hierophant on the crown and third eye chakra. We have the Page of Swords on the throat and heart chakra. We have the 7 of Cups on the solar plexus and sacral chakra. And we have the Queen of Wands on the root chakra. Okay, beautiful. So let's get into your reading. The Hierophant. So this is an energy with this specific deck is very much about wisdom, knowledge, and your awareness into what it is to be a teacher, but also to be a student and a teacher, because ultimately we don't know everything, and that is true for you, because if you can really align to that perspective, there's always something new to learn. There's always something that you aren't, specifically knowledgeable in. And that's not to say that you don't have awareness and you don't have, certain skills that you're really good at. It just means that you can always learn something new or seek to gain more enlightenment towards what it is that may be, available to you. And I feel this is definitely this energy of saying that, truly tune in to what it is that you can do to continue being the best teacher that you can be. And that's not to say that you're actually in a position of being like a so-called teacher. It just means that you as a person reflect certain things and reflect certain energies that are actually inspiring or leading other people or certain, communities that may be watching you, or, whether that be in your business, project, endeavors, your hobbies, or even just as a as you speak or how you share things on social media, all these things come into play. And there is a sense of truly getting clear on how you wish to show up as this version of being able to enlighten yourself first, but also assist in enlightening others to truths that maybe that they simply need to be aware of. And I feel like this is a sense as well of really creating certain traditions in your energy that will assist with making sure that you stay focused on the certain teachings you wish to bring forth. And, this is really going to help you stay focused on your certain theme of what it is that you are wanting to communicate. Not to say that you're restricted to that theme or that concept or idea, but it's to really get I feel like when you stretch into different topics and themes a lot, it makes it a lot more challenging for you to learn certain things that you need to. So this is really saying if you can really identify what it is that you want to focus your attention on the most right now and what you want to learn and teach at the same time, the easier it is for you to truly get really good at what it is that you're doing with these specific themes that you want to use. And for you, it is to keep your mind clear from too many distractions that may just interrupt your process of what it is that you are wanting to use the most at this time. And not to say that they won't change. As I said, there is many different avenues of learnings and teachings and knowledge, as whatever that may come up for you. But right now, really prioritize the one that you really want to focus on, and it will support you in the way that your mind works. Because if it's too cluttered with too many things, you're not giving enough focus to the main topic, as I said, that you need to really give more attention to, so it can be the best that you can be in that particular area of your experience. And this knowledge kind of goes hand in hand with the Page of Swords, because it's very much about having the curiosity and the ambition to actually strive towards something, and your heart is calling to you towards this. And that's why I say prioritize one aspect for now whilst you continue gaining what you need to from it, and let your heart lead you purely into that direction, so that you can really gain what it is you need to from this experience at this point and stage of your path that you're in. Because ultimately, the intelligence that you have will then assist you with whichever other topics or areas that you wish to move into down the road. But it's also a sense of flowing with that, and knowing that the more you prioritize one thing at a time, the easier it is for you to actually move through it, and to actually find the awareness and the clarity and whatever it is that you seek from it, that you are learning and need to take away from it. Because there is a sense of being able to clearly keep your heart and your throat in a centered energy of knowing what it is that you are really focused on bringing through your communication. And that's why I said, like, the Hierophant's about sharing what it is that you're really doing at this time. And that's kind of why the Page of Swords is that energy too. It's really speaking up about what it is that you want to bring through, and clearly, and knowing how to really express that through your heart and through your throat chakra as well. But because it's really heart-led, and it's really about you tuning into that heart of that you can really understand why it's important to you, right? And that's why I say, like, one main thing that you are really called towards, that is really pulling your heartstrings to focus on at this time, is what you should be allowing yourself to be more open to. So it can really help you in whatever it is that you need to understand as well about yourself, but also then as well, like I said, inspire others in whichever way that it needs to. That maybe you are simply learning how to grow through things right now, that if you share that, or if you share what it is that you've gained awareness about through that particular experience, the easier it is for you to simply just show up and be really authentic about it, but also taking away, like I said, the knowledge and the spiritual understanding that will help you take the path you want to take, by really getting aligned with the main idea of what you are trying to grasp at this time. And it is about this idea that if you scatter yourself too much, like I said, you kind of have to keep decluttering a lot of you out of your mind. So this will really help you stay really in the perspective of going in the path that you're going towards, the path you actually want to move towards. And it's, can be challenging when you have multiple different things potentially going on in your experience, but really gain that ability to try and make sure that there is a main theme to what it is that you want to move through at this time. And this kind of plays into what I'm saying about there's many different things, because the 7 of Cups on your solar plexus and sacral chakra is about all these choices and options that you may have coming up for you, and that may be distracting you a little bit emotionally too. So it's quite it's flowing in this reading quite a lot about what I'm saying, in the sense of knowing that there are many different things that you may be passionate about, okay? And that's why I say there's nothing that's better than another thing at this time for you, but it's really about what is your heart telling you is the main thing you should be allowing yourself to move towards. And that is how you'll be able to focus on that. And then you'll kind of know what's next, and then what's next after that, and then keep going in a flow, and it's not so forced. And you're not trying to stretch yourself thin, trying to do too many things at once, because then you just, like I said, it just gets scattered. And it feels like you're starting to put attention to what it is that you truly want to create within your energy. But there is the sense of the choice that you need to make about where you want to put that energetic focus into, and creatively access what it is that you can make happen when you give more attention to one thing. And that's why I say, like, this is a sense of trust your instinct, trust your gut feeling, trust your heart, trust what it's telling you. Really listen to your own inner wisdom so that you can actually align with what it is that you need to. And I feel like I'm being a little bit repetitive, but it does feel like it is the main theme of this energy reading, because truly there are always going to be so many things in your reality that are going to try and take your attention. Okay, and one thing I'm getting really, really strongly right now that Spirit wants me to bring through right now for you, that you may need to hear, is that in this experience that we're in, the 3D reality, right? This is very relevant to Seven of Cups. You have to understand that your attention is actually something that is greater to a lot of platforms in this reality. And what I mean by that, I'll try and say that a little bit more in layman terms. If you think of social media doesn't cost money, does it? It doesn't cost money to have a subscription to, obviously there's, many things you can have a subscription to now on social media because they're monetizing everything. But there is a sense of realizing that social media is free, to share your stuff and to share things. But there is a reason. It's because it's all about where your attention is. It's all about what you're giving attention to and how many hours you're spending on those applications. And I'm not, ridiculing anyone here if you do that, and that, I use social media for my, my stuff as well. But it's a sense of how much attention are you giving to certain things? And is it doing more for you or is it taking away from you? And if you can really justify what those areas are for you in your experience, the more you'll be able to direct your attention in the right places and energies that will actually help you in leveling up into the reality you actually want to be in, instead of, like I said, looking at too many things that are going on that you may not need to really be focused on, right? And, that's why I say if you can actually see your truest passions and really see what things may be not needed to really be given your full attention right now, that's when you can allow yourself to simply go where you feel led, trust your gut feeling, and know that it is going to help you the most at this time. And you learn what you need to learn from that. 12-12, as I said that, which I feel that is quite balanced energy. And there's also the sense of coming into union and harmonious energies of being able to go between different things, but knowing that there is one main theme. And that's why I say, what is your main theme? Really figure that out and go with that the most right now, because that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on to get you where you need to be, okay? And the Queen of Wands on the root chakra is really this energy of, I keep talking about focus, and the main key word that I stared at when I looked at this card was focus. So it's kind of this sense of getting clear about your creativity and how you want to use that. Listen to your inner child. What brings you the most joy? And really get grounded in that and seeing how you can show up as that version of yourself that wants to just have fun with it. Because it feels like, if I had to give you a sense of direction as a little bit more awareness, when your inner child enjoys itself, when you enjoy yourself and you're having fun, it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't even feel like you're doing anything that requires a lot of energy, because you actually like doing it. Right? And it gives you energy in return because you're experiencing it in a way that is actually, impactful to yourself. And I feel like this is what it's saying, is that if you can really lead yourself in the right direction and get aligned with the right things, you'll actually flow with it a lot more in a way that you're just confident about it. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to really create and control what it is that you think needs to happen and expect that there is a certain outcome. You just flow with the fact that you enjoy the process and it's all unfolding as it needs to, right? And the Queen of Wands never, gets caught up in what it's supposed to be like. I feel like the Queen of Wands is kind of this message I'm getting, is saying that you are ready to truly embark on this creative path that you want to create, and allow it to show you what you need to see and learn what you need to learn, and then just use that in whatever way you need to, right? So I feel like that's a really beautiful energy here, and it really is helping in a way for you to comprehend that this is what's going to give you the best direction to the path you wish to take. Of course, if this is not your message, it's completely fine. It doesn't have to fully resonate with you, but take away the perspectives that will help. And I'm going to use the Fairy Oracle cards for a little assistance from the fairies so that you can gain more awareness, insight, or clarity around this creative endeavor or this passionate project that you are really wanting to focus on, or even just hobby, whatever it may be that truly brings you a sense of joy and pleasure and just adventure as well to go with it. It's like there's no need to push it. So let's have a look. We've got stargazing. Let's get another card, please, Spirit. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Synchronicity every time, it gets me. Anyway, let's get into the oracle cards. We have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Hierophant energy. Did I not say that there is a sense of needing to flow with your focus, to know that you already know what you should probably be focusing on at this time, and it's just about really getting aligned with it, right? And knowing that your intuition is guiding you, trusting that gut feeling that you have within you to show you that, you know, things may not be fully like revealed to you, and it may not be fully clear to what it is that you know you have to do. But can you tune into the feeling of what you have to do? Because when you know it feels right, it's going to take you where you need to be, right? And then the next card, very much focus and time. You know, what you give your energy and attention to and the time you give it, this is the energy. Precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. What did I say? I just have to just exaggerate this so much because it is so true in the sense of, like I said, your attention span and what you're giving your attention to. What I was saying about social media being the dominator of attention at this time, of how much people use it. And some people don't. I will be honest. I'm always very like, wow, when someone says they don't use social media. But it is a sense of knowing that what you give your energy and time to and your focus and attention to is where the growth will be. So if you can give it to what it is that you actually want the outcome to be, I didn't show the cards, I'm doing that now, the easier it is for you to actually navigate how to get where you need to be and taking the right steps in that way. So allow yourself to learn the lessons you need to learn, and then use that to make sure that what it is that you're doing at this time and the time that is still yet to come will be actually worthwhile, and that you're also, like I said, supporting other people by inspiring them to kind of do the same, but not necessarily, force them, but to show them that there is a way to get aligned to the things that you actually want to grow in your experience so that it can actually come into physical manifestation, right? So that is your reading today, Divine Soul. As always, I simply hope to be a soul guide and a messenger to assist you with the perspectives and the illumination of any messages, or just remind you of things that maybe you needed to hear again for your path and journey to seek clarity in whichever way that may be for you. But take this message away and use it as you need to, resonate with it as it needs to, maybe past, present, future. These are timeless, so just remember that this may not resonate now. It could also resonate in the future, but I sincerely hope that I have been able to help and assist you on your path and journey into the direction in which you wish to take towards your highest potential and your truest desires. So I wish you all the best along your path and journey, however you choose to take it, and I hope you have a lovely, beautiful rest of your day.